The ocean plays a critical role in shaping global climate. It stores heat, it moves energy around the planet, and it determines weather patterns around the world. Here we're looking at a picture of Earth from space, centered on the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean covers about 1/3 of the Earth's surface, making it the largest pulse in our global climate system. Today, I'm here to tell you about one of the most powerful examples of this pulse, a system in the tropical Pacific Ocean called the Niño-Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, and my work to understand its evolution through time using coral archives. ENSO is a natural mode of climate variability, and the extremes of this oscillation occur every 2 to 7 years, driving large variations in ocean temperatures in the region. This map shows sea surface temperature anomalies during the 2023 to 2024 El Nino event. Here, red areas show where temperatures were warmer than average, and blue areas indicate cooler than average temperatures. This was one of the 5 strongest events on record, and it drove very large warm anomalies in the region. Temperature changes in the tropical Pacific drive perturbations in atmospheric circulation, impacting regional weather around the world. The 2023 to 2024 El Nino event exemplifies these global impacts. El Nino events can cause droughts and even fires in some regions, including Australia and Brazil, and extreme rainfall and floods in others, including Somalia and Paraguay. The 2023 to 2024 El Nino event also contributed to record high global temperatures. These impacts have profound consequences for ecosystems, public health, and critical infrastructure. During this event, early warning systems informed by scientific research saved lives in impacted regions. A growing body of scientific evidence suggests that ENSO behavior is changing with rising global temperatures, including enhanced precipitation and temperature extremes during El Nino events. However, given the natural variability inherent to ENSO, we need multi-century-long data sets in order to detect this change in response to climate change against a natural background of variability. In my research, I use geochemical records from coral aragonite skeletons to reconstruct past temperature and hydrological change. My work builds upon a large body of research, which has used such records to detect climate trends and changes in variability, including ENSO. I focus on coral records at Christmas Island in the central tropical Pacific. This small island lies in the heart of the ENSO region. Therefore, corals from this region are very sensitive to ENSO-driven variability. In the lab, I measure the isotopic ratios of coral skeletons, or delta O18. Coral delta O18 responds to both the temperature of the surrounding seawater and its isotopic composition, which reflects rainfall and ocean circulation. So this single measurement gives us a view of both temperature and hydrological conditions in the ocean surface at the time the coral was growing. We can also collect a series of older fossil corals to create a collection of records spanning the past 200 years to give us a view of ENSO and its evolution since the onset of anthropogenic climate change. Results from my research indicate that in the 19th century, the tropical Pacific was cooler and drier and had lower levels of ENSO variability than a late 20th century baseline. Today, we have a global ocean observing system which we can leverage to understand tropical Pacific climate and variability and how it is changing. In my research, I use a network of direct seawater measurements of the same isotope ratios which corals record to understand how these signals respond to ENSO variability. This network of observations in the tropical Pacific also provides a direct bridge between past reconstructions and modern extremes, such as the 2023 to 2024 El Niño event. We can also use these observations to assess how well climate models represent ENSO. Climate models are our primary tools to project changes in ENSO behavior in a warming world. By comparing our observational records to these climate model simulations, we can detect where there may be biases in models and help to improve model representation of ENSO and its response to climate change. Together, coral-based reconstructions, modern observations, and climate models can build a continuous picture of ENSO and its evolution through time. Understanding how the tropical Pacific Ocean has changed in the past is critical to predicting future extremes in a warming world. Thank you.